Imagine getting up every day full of energy as if you were in your 20s again. What would that be like? What would it be worth to you? What is your health worth to you? Think about it. Your health isn't everything, but without it, everything else is nothing. And yet, too many of us are taking it for granted until something goes wrong. And no one wakes up hoping to be diagnosed with a disease or chronic illness. And yet, we've never been taught how to be proactive in our health through our school or public health. As a registered health coach and integrative health practitioner, I believe it's time this information is made available to everyone. Combining new knowledge around your health and the ability to do my functional medicine lab tests in the comfort of your own home will allow you to optimize your health for today and all your tomorrows. Don't wait for your wake-up call. Welcome back to another special Podapalooza episode of the Don't Wait for Your Wake-Up Call podcast. I am here with Donna Nixon today, and of course, I am your host, Melissa Deely. Welcome to the show, Donna.
Thank you for having me, Melissa. I'm looking forward to it.
I'm excited to have you here because this is going to be a fun conversation. Donna Nixon is the founder of Donna's Magic Kitchen. Now, doesn't that sound fun? She is a cancer survivor who found the magic secret to overcoming food intolerance through the magic she wields in her kitchen. She is launching a podcast to share her secrets with the world. And until then, she's sharing them right here on the Don't Wait for Your Wake Up Call podcast. And what I really love about what we're going to talk about is the key to denial-free ice cream. Intolerance does not mean you have to suffer. So let's dive in because I see your great big grin. I know you're not suffering, Donna. You've found a way to enjoy ice cream and honor your intolerance. Let's just go back to your story of what you've gone through and where you're at now and how you're helping others.
Yeah, I had rectal cancer and I did all the treatments and such, and I came out the other side. During all of that, my kitchen wasn't feeling so magic.
Yeah, I bet.
I had to have people help me, but
yes,
I started to feel better after all the treatments and stuff and coming out the other end of it and felt the magic coming back. And I think like most people that go through cancer, they really want to celebrate life after that. So I went and with a few friends and colleagues, I wanted to go out and have a celebration milkshake. And I got my favorite one. It's a delicious pralines and cream milkshake with the whipped cream on top and in one of those old-fashioned silver things they make the milkshakes in. Yeah. It was that big of a milkshake, and it was so good and yummy. And then I was so happy when I got home, again, smiling all about that because it was my favorite. But then I thought I was having a heart attack because I had such bad chest pains, and it scared me a lot. And it wasn't far from the hospital, so I rushed myself to the ER, and they ran a bunch of tests on me and hooked me up all to the things where they stick the tabs all over you and said, well, on a good note, you're not having a heart attack, but they kind of figured what I ate and what I told them I drank, and that I was more than likely getting the gas in my chest from lactose or the milk in the ice cream. And I'm like, what? No way. I love ice cream. I can't have ice cream anymore is what you're telling me. And I'm like, I'm not going to be denied that. I love it. I've loved it since I was a child. And I did a bunch of research and tried to find the answers of what tasted good in ice cream, alternative milks and alternative sweeteners and all that kind of stuff. And I found the answers for me because I like almond milk. You might like soy milk.
I like almond milk. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's different tastes, and it's amazing when you're making a basic ice cream, you can make it taste really good. So I went ahead and I found the key, and I have a link for your listeners if they would like that.
I'm sure they would.
I grew up cooking, and I think that's where the love came from, with my mom and my grandmothers in the kitchen.
Right.
And, I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that.
Yes.
So I learned to make so many delicious treats and meals and stuff like that. And I still to this day have their cookbooks and recipes and cards with recipes.
I still have recipe cards, from my mother-in-law, a whole box of them. And
yeah. So I didn't want to be denied to, not be able to share their legacy of some of those things. And I have a grown daughter that, once I went through all of that, I'm like, I really want to share Nanny's recipes with you. And so I found it through experimentals and trials, and I've created what I call the ultimate list of alternatives, because there's alternatives for milk, heavy cream, cream cheese, and yogurt. So all things you need to make ice cream. And the QR code in the corner of my picture is a link to a form where you can enter to ask for that list, and I will send it to you.
Beautiful. And then we'll also put it in the show notes for any audio listeners who aren't looking at the QR code right now.
Yes.
Perfect. Well, thank you for sharing that. That's a wonderful gift, because, there are many people who struggle with intolerances, even allergies to milk and other dairy products.
Right.
So knowing what the alternatives are that actually work, because you've figured this out, is very helpful for people. Because, our food should still be joyous. And there's many ways to eat healthy or with alternatives that allow us to still enjoy our food. There was that back in the day when people thought, oh, well, healthy food tastes like cardboard.
Right.
And that was when the food industry all took fat out of the food, which took the flavor out of the food. And then they added sugar, which wasn't helpful. However, when we go back to our healthy food and our healthy fats, all of it can be very delicious and should be enjoyed. So you've figured out how to do that.
Yeah. Even
you now have a whole line of ice creams using alternatives that you offer.
I have got lots of recipes. I'm putting a little book together. I have a friend coming at the end of the month, and we're going to do a podcast demonstrating how to make the basic vanilla. And then that recipe is simple. You can add, say, for Valentine's Day, add cinnamon hearts. Right. For St. Patrick's Day, make it green and put pistachios. You can do something for every month.
Right.
And it's so simple to do. It's a little time consuming because you have to freeze it in the freezer for 24 hours and then cream it.
Right.
But it is delicious when you're done. So yes, I am
definitely worth the time and energy that goes into it.
Exactly. And it's healthier for you. Anything that you make yourself
Absolutely.
Echoing in my head from my grandparents and my mom is always better for you.
Yeah, there's no chemicals in it to enhance the shelf life so that, it doesn't go bad as fast, et cetera, et cetera. And you know exactly what's in it. So
exactly.
I agree with you. As an integrative health practitioner, I choose to eat healthy, and I choose to make my own snacks. I make my own granola. I make beautiful desserts, and I enjoy eating them knowing that I know what's in them.
Right.
As opposed to just denying myself the pleasure of those things. So.
It's amazing. I know so many people, like you were saying, with intolerance, and I think every child, unless they were deathly allergic to something in the ice cream, but have always loved ice cream. And to say to me I was being denied that was almost devastating. Like, I had been through so much, and I had one little joy that I wanted to experience. And it was like knocking me down again. So I'm glad I was able to do this, and I want to share that with people.
Yeah. And I love your mindset that you didn't just say, okay, I can't have it again, and then go down into depression in the dumps and woe is me and my life sucks, what I like to call victim island. You instead chose to go to Solution City.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this has come up. How do I address this now? Oh, look, I can learn more. I can do some research. I can figure this out so that I can still enjoy what brings me pleasure without the fear and the pain and the scariness of thinking I'm having a heart attack every time.
Exactly. Because the way it was
That's no
like,
fun.
it was scary. Like,
I bet. I bet. And especially because I'm assuming that you didn't have any knowledge of any intolerance prior to it. So it's likely all of
no.
those treatments, which of course mess with your gut and mess with your immune system, triggered
Yes.
the intolerance.
Yeah.
And yeah, kudos to you, because honestly, some people would go to Victim Island and woe is me and have their pity party. And you chose to rise up and to go, okay, this is what I'm facing now. I can do hard things. I just made it through cancer. I know I
Yeah.
can do hard things. I can get through this as well. And that
Yeah.
mindset makes all the difference.
It does. And I count myself lucky. I had people surrounding me through my whole treatments and stuff and lift me up through all of that. So I think that helped me be in a good mindset to come out the other end. Yeah.
We need community. We never want to go through that alone. And
yeah.
that is scary and hard, right? And so when you have other people lifting you up, that helps boost your spirits so you stay strong and you stay in a place of hope, which leaves you in a place of healing. So yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
So where do you go from here? You're having fun with ice creams. You're, maybe making a cookbook.
Well, I'm in the works of creating a web page. I'm going to have my first podcast released at the beginning of next week, which will be nice.
What's the name of your podcast?
Donna's Magic Kitchen.
Beautiful.
Yes. And I will be probably doing one every couple of weeks, but I'm going to try to get a few ahead and then post as much as I can about that. And, it's going to be fun just interviewing people about why they love ice cream.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure there's many different reasons and many different stories and memories about ice cream that people have.
I have so many myself.
Yeah.
I love ice cream. I don't eat it that often anymore. However, it was definitely something as a child that was dessert most nights after dinner. And in our family, it was always chocolate mint.
Yes.
Now I've kind of moved to ice cream as a treat on a hot summer day.
Yes.
And there's an ice cream store there, and you get to go choose the flavor at the store. And gelato. My favorite, like a lime gelato, a coconut gelato, a lemon gelato. Oh my goodness. If I walk past a gelato place on a hot summer day and they have any of those three flavors, I'm having one of them.
Yeah. Yeah, my daughter fell in love with gelato. They got to spend a couple of seasons in Macedonia, and the gelato over there was what they had more than ice cream.
Yes.
And she loves it.
Yeah, I was in Italy in 2018, and that was my second time in Italy, and I was with Girl Guides, and so all the kids, of course, wanted gelato. So I'm like, okay, don't have to twist my arm twice. And then I'm going again next year. We were just doing a planning meeting last night, and yeah, we're heading back to Italy. So I know there's more gelato in my future.
Nice. Sounds like a lot of fun.
And we do a lot of walking on those trips too, right? So I feel like, okay, I'm walking off all the calories and then I have a gelato. And because I'm eating it from a place of love and pure joy and enjoyment, it's all good.
Yes. Yeah, a good mindset helps your body and helps it to enjoy and process things in your body even better.
Exactly. When you're not in the stress state, your body can actually digest and process properly. So yeah, I love all of that. So thanks for coming on the show and sharing what you're doing and creating. It sounds amazing. And I know many people will be really Grateful to have your ultimate list of alternatives. And good luck with the launch of your podcast. That sounds really fun.
Thank
And
you.
I always love to ask my guests, what does don't wait for your wake up call mean to you?
I I think for me personally, being told that I had cancer made me realize the beauty of the world and to look at it in a completely different way. So I just want people to know, don't wait for something like that to happen. Try to find the positives and the happiness in every little thing. Even if it's a hard time, there's usually a lesson in it. And I think that's the biggest thing I learned going through all of that.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree with you. The hard times, they are lessons. Right?
Yes.
If life was all rainbows and unicorns and sunshine, we wouldn't ever learn anything.
Right.
And so it's the difficulties, it's the obstacles that are brought to us that teach us something, the least of which is, the resilience, I should say,
Yes.
bounce back and
Mm-hmm.
teach us about mindset and our own inner strength, et cetera, as well as more concrete lessons. So that's beautiful. Thank you.
Well,
And if
thank you.
someone wants to get hold of you, I know they can download your ultimate list and they'll get on your newsletter. Is that right? Do you have a newsletter?
Yes,
Or
I will be emailing them back the
okay,
list. So they'll have my email that way.
perfect.
Yeah.
And do you have any last words of wisdom to share with the audience as we wrap this episode?
Don't deny yourself the things you love. Find ways to make it so that you can still enjoy it.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Couldn't agree more. So thank you so much, Donna, for coming on the show. It's been a fun show. Who doesn't want to talk about ice cream? Let's face it. And thank you to my audience for always tuning in, learning about your health, implementing action steps. And today you get access to the ultimate guide to alternatives so you can make some delicious ice cream at home. And with that, we will be back here next week with another fabulous episode. Thank you, Donna, for being here today.
Thank you so much.
Your unconscious mind is powerful. It's the other 90% of your mind. And yet, you're not even taught about it at school. What if you could access the other 90%? It would be like driving the highway in sixth gear instead of first gear. That's what you're doing when you only know the tools of the conscious mind, the 10%. You're going through life in first gear. Are you ready to ramp up and go through life in sixth gear? Learn the powerful tools of your unconscious mind, healing trauma, clearing anxiety in minutes rather than weeks, months, and years. Join our next Meet Your Unconscious Mind workshop so that you can start to learn the power that you already hold within and the tools to access it. Look for the link to register in the show notes.